What has led to the tremendous growth of online learning in the past decade? Why would someone choose to participate in an online course as opposed to the more traditional face-to-face offerings? At this time, we will take a look at the study entitled The Efficacy and Inevitability of Online Learning in Higher Education, conducted by Wendy Rickard of Pearson Learning Solutions, along with some U.S. Department of Education statistics to chart and discuss this growing trend. A quick glance at the numbers and statistics, and you can see that clearly online learning is gaining traction exponentially. The ability to access high-quality, anywhere, anytime coursework is today's gold standard. In the fall of 2014, 4,797,033 undergraduate students were enrolled in at least one online course. That number equals 27.7% of all undergraduate, public or private, 2- or 4-year institutions, up from 15.6% in 2003-2004. The 2-year associate degree institutions experienced the highest growth rate in the online enrollments over the past 5 years. More importantly, however, is the increasing role online learning is playing with the non-traditional adult learner. Taking a look at the chart here, you can see where 30 years of age and older are reaching out and taking advantage of online learning opportunities at a much higher rate than any other group. Why is that? As online learning has expanded, 3 factors have been identified as having the greatest influence on the increasing appeal of online learning: the increased access to education, the improved quality of education, and the contained and/or reduced cost. Let's explore each of these factors in a bit more depth. Increased access to online education. Clearly, the availability of high-quality online learning options has increased greatly over the past years. With reliable internet access, working adults and non-traditional learners are now able to access high-quality educational options regardless of geography. Improved quality of education. Years ago, online schools were often those proprietary schools which we regularly warn our students to avoid. That is no longer the case. Having a robust online course catalog is now the norm as opposed to the exception. As documented in the U.S. Department of Education's Staying the Course report, online courses and education programs produce, on average, stronger student learning outcomes than face-to-face courses. And learning opportunities that blend face-to-face and online components had a greater learning outcome than those with purely face-to-face or purely online instruction alone. Learners can choose from many of the same course options as those on the ground at colleges and universities, and improved learning management systems have helped to allay some of the anxiety regarding accessing online education. Online education can also be more cost-effective depending on the program and institution you choose. Course bundling, elimination of traditional textbooks and introduction of e-content, reduced fees to off-campus learners, reduced travel and parking costs, all contribute to the bottom line in the way of savings. Beyond these 3 factors which have led to increased enrollment in online courses and programs, there are other considerations which make offering and participating in online learning advantageous to both the learner and the institution. Responsiveness is one of these. Online learning offers opportunities for course customization and for the instructor to quickly and easily tailor course content and level based upon the academic needs of enrolled students. Learning management systems with proper training offer increased access and flexibility for both instructor and student alike. This is not to imply that online courses will be rebuilt each time they are offered, but rather allow for additional resources to be added to support learners. Online learning also impacts the learning process by being able to address diverse learning styles. Online learning provides the opportunity for instructors to incorporate interactivity, the availability of instant feedback, and for the learner to learn at their own pace, revisiting materials as many times as needed to attain mastery. Online learning can address the same materials in writing, video, and by using interactive tools, allowing student access to materials in a variety of ways. Content and course management also impacts the learning process in an online environment. Online course development has allowed for institutions to offer increased access to courses as the courses are built and exist on the learning management system. A student may be able to spend time on a course at midnight, submit their work, and know that their instructor will be able to review their submission. Several sections of a course may be offered during the course of a semester, which can be customized for each group, but have a base or foundation curriculum that all students have access to. This provides increased flexibility and access for students and instructors alike. Student-centeredness is also increased with online learning. Online learning has offered the student the opportunity to take more control of their learning by completing coursework at a comfortable pace, learning to access needed supports as they learn and grow in an online environment, and by choosing courses that meet their needs at their current level. Meeting the needs of underserved students also is an appealing aspect of online education. Graduation rates among underserved students fall way below the average rates of completion for other demographics. Race, income, and the need for skill remediation, along with a growing number of non-traditional adult learners returning to school, are continuing barriers for these students in achieving their goals. In a study conducted by NCAT, 5 pedagogical techniques that have led to improved outcomes for underserved students accessing online education include access to online tutorials, continuous assessment and feedback, increased interaction among students via discussion, chat, group work, and synchronous sessions, individualized on-demand support, and structured supports that ensure student engagement and progress. Finally, many institutions find that their classroom space and computer lab space is at a premium. By offering online option, it frees up their physical spaces and allows flexibility for both the student and the institution. The findings of this study are clear. Online learning is here to stay. Lifelong learning is an unavoidable component of the workplace today, and our learning options for lifelong learners must meet their needs. It is our job to be sure the structure of our programs serve our learners and prepares them for achieving their goals.